I've had people on their hands and knees looking for those seat belts, folks. Anyways, if you are a little worried, like I said, just close your eyes. Okay, roller coaster, here we go. Seriously, folks, all kidding aside, there is really nothing to worry about. These vehicles, of course, are made for this, otherwise we definitely wouldn't be doing it, that's for sure. First of all, we've got six-wheel drive, and with those big tires, that six-wheel drive is going to give us a real good bite on the road. But there is a safety feature as well. That's a device that's called the transmission lockup. Now, when the transmission lockup is engaged, we can't possibly go any faster than we're going right. Oh, I forgot to put it on. Like I said, we're locked into the low gear here in the slow speed. Now, these vehicles are made for us by a Canadian company called Foremost. Foremost is very, very well known all around the world because they make a lot of different types of big industrial machinery for the mining industry, for the oil industry in particular, but also for the military. In the last 25 years, Foremost has made 23 of these ice explorers, and over those years, well, Brewster bought all of them except for one. The Americans, they got the newest one a couple years ago. It's in the Antarctic. Now, a new machine like this, and this is one of our newest ones right here, it's got the hydraulic lift at the back there for wheelchairs. I can take up to 4 wheelchair passengers. These machines cost $1.2 million to make, so quite expensive for sure, but it's got so many nice features. Okay, made it safely to the bottom of the lateral moraine. This part of the glacier that we're on right now, this is called the ice core moraine, and believe it or not, we are on the glacier as of right now. Moraine is a French word, I believe, that means debris. If you look on either side of the glacier, or either side of the vehicle for that matter, you can see that a lot of rock and rubble, dirt and debris comes down off the mountains. Well, all of this debris now, it's going to cover the very edge, the side of the glacier, and when the ice is covered like this, well, it's being protected from the wind, the rain, and the sun, so the melting slows right down. That's why we're higher here on the edge. In the center of the glacier, it's bare, it's exposed, so naturally it's going to melt a lot faster. Now eventually, this ice core moraine that we're on right here, this will become the new lateral moraine. It'll look just like the one we saw coming up the hill. It won't be quite as big the second time around, but it'll be the same shape. You can see the ridge is already beginning to take shape here on the left. And once we get a little farther down, you're going to see some areas where the rock has actually slid off of the ice. When the ice is exposed, it's going to melt faster. Because of the angle, it's going to melt inwards, and that's how you get that folding effect for the moraine. So that's all through here. You can see it's already beginning to take shape. Another thing to notice is that the covering of rock on top of the ice is really not that thick at all. It's only 4 or 5 inches at the most, and the ice is right there. But it is a covering thick enough to insulate, protect, and slow down the melting. Okay, this here is water, of course, but it's here on purpose. We don't want to take all this mud with us onto the glacier, otherwise the ice road would deteriorate very, very quickly.